they talking about now? What happened?
Taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis and trying.
When they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown.
Now a first down throw for Young. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2000...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point. Then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Young looks to throw on first down.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Young now. Flushed out right.
That is incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Shepard. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Shepard. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He can't get him down. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's Young on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Young on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunter. Touchdown, Panthers. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course,
extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That's taken it around the 40. Dances by him.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Young will set to throw.
And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're...
Extra point forthcoming. And it's 21-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 16.
Up the middle they go. Poe. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Shepard looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. On 1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's Young off play action. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
3rd down and 6.
To throw, Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll get 34 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
From the red zone now, Young. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Scott will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said forget.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Green to bring it back. Green to bring it back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Packers able to keep their slim playoff hopes alive as they run their mark to 4-6 on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Cards trying to hold on and claim victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game.
A first down throw for Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. The Chark goes in motion left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Shark's got it left side. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed in.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Scott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They go again with Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, watch that. Check right, 60. Switch up. Hey. Blaster, 6. He's checking. Yellow, line. Check, cut.
Now Scott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, it's Banks. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touch. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And quickly they get to the line. On the carry, this is Scott. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Young shakes off the sack, escaping the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
43's the mic. White. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 43's the mic. 43.
Throwing. Young. He completes it to Hunter.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They go play action here on first down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. High in the air to bring it in.
And the Panthers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll run with Scott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got Mingo.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Check three.
On 3rd down, Banks. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Carolina, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.